This 2nd and 4. Left side, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This time they'll throw it with Howell. He completes it to Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Howell. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's out to the flat for Swift. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
You talk about this Washington defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt it. First down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. In motion left, the tight end.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They'll try the middle with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. Hal
down to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on it there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Howe will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up Sackett.
Second and 20 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 73, 73.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
Frustrating.
Oh, frustrating. They're going to catch it in film.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The extra point splits the All Blacks. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. This time they stay on the ground. Well, this is not going to be enough. He's in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. One last shot before the break. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go play action with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, here in this 3rd quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Commanders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they run the option on second down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Howell. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Swift. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
King, Phil, King. Phil. Hey, easy, 63, bang.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, Howell now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here's 2nd and 7. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam on, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for Eagles. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. is inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That was short one to Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second and 4. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
25, Eagles 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's second and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big play looming on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with me.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Eagles, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. Sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and platter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a moment? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and platter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Man, submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine. And bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and platter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hey, I'm gun. Hunt.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
In motion right is Ridley. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That's actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it, right out of the gate?
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Etienne up the middle. Oh, what a move. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Again at 7. First down, Jaguars.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7. Titans 0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because When you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Titans at 7-9 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Levis back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Levis on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Roll! Jack Panthers!
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now Levis.
Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now look at him go. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Jaguars 14, Titans 0. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. Pushing his way through. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off across midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
They run the option left with Lawrence. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. They'll roll him out right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
18, 79 Broncos. Go.
Levis looking to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Check smash. Check smash.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Able to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Easy, Ralph.
On play action, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tank Bigsby. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags are able to add on to their first half lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, Shaq. Alert!
They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the set.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Right, let's go.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete here. In great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
19 Lions. Ready, go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Levis. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Levis to throw it. Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Flushed out right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Levis going back to the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Beathard's throw here into the hands of Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Now Bolden on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 35, Titans nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. This out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Let's go, baby. No, no. Check out.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Lion, Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Go.
Now back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70. Set up.
They'll throw here. Beathard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They juked him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Man in motion is Agnew. To throw is Beathard. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Beathard to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tank Bigsby with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it is 42-0.
Titans nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Second and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Levis back to throw. He'll get that complete to Dell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A 5-yard pickup.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Beathard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Beathard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all they yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Well, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on the roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my